What I have for you guys today is 100 binge-worthy Netflix TV shows that you will absolutely love. My name is Aden. Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Aden, for those of you who may not know, and what I have for you guys today, as you can tell by the title, is Netflix suggestions. I'm going to be giving you guys 100 Netflix suggestions, and along with that, I'm going to tell you guys how many seasons so y'all know what y'all really getting into. I'm going to give you the synopsis, so yeah, let's get into the video. So the first Netflix suggestion that I have for you guys is Lucifer.
Lucifer, morning star.
Lucifer, morning star.
I know it sounds tough, you Christians out there. I go to a Christian university. I understand this is bad, you know? No, don't do it. But this show is amazing. It's about a fallen angel. I like to say it like that. It's about a fallen angel who helps the LAPD catch cases. It has 4 seasons, so that's a thick one, but not as thick as I would have liked. The second TV show I have for you guys is Night Shift. It has 4 seasons, and it's basically Grey's Anatomy, but at night. It's just hospital vibes. 3 is Ozark. It has 3 seasons. I actually have tried to start it 3 times, but I keep not paying attention. I'm not the type of person that, like, you watch Netflix, but you also on your phone and your laptop, you know? So this one's one that you gotta really... It's about drugs and a family and the Mexican cartel, and it's really good. I heard. I tried to start it, so you know I know it's good. Okay. Next TV show that I have for you guys is Greenleaf. It is 4 seasons long. It is a drama about a black family who runs a mega church is what they call them, and it's hella drama. It's actually really good. But it is a Netflix original, so that means that you will be getting episodes like once a year. So it has 4 seasons on it, so that's pretty thick for you to do right now, but like I know I hate waiting for Netflix to come out with a new season because it takes them so damn long. Ooh, the next one is hot. Okay, this is a highly recommend. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. 5 stars. Queen of the motherfucking South. I love me a TV show that has a strong woman role, and this one did that. This girl, Teresa Mendoza. I had to look at my notes for that. I love this show. She ends up having to run a drug cartel, and she goes from being held by one to being the head of one. And that one has 4 seasons, and they're amazing, and they're still coming out. Ooh, okay, so the next one is a real binge-worthy one. It has 12 seasons, and you guys all know what it is. It's Criminal Minds, okay? It's about criminal minds. It's about my mind.
And
Ooh. Lane, it's not about me. I'm not a criminal. Oh my god. And it's, you guys should know the Criminal Minds. It's really just catching criminals, catching cases, profiles, getting to know people, crazy people. So if you love that type of CSI type, this is the one for you. The Blacklist is the next one I have for you guys, and this is actually one that I'm watching right now. I think I'm on season 4, and it has 6 seasons, so it's really thick. It's a really good amount. It's about how a criminal becomes an SI. He's a snitch. I don't know which 2 letters put that together, but he's a snitch. And he basically rats on other criminals so that he doesn't have to go away. So that one's really, so the Blacklist, the list is the list of criminals. The only reason why they need him is because the FBI doesn't know about certain criminals, so they use this criminal to find out about other criminals. It's really good. I'm in it, and I'm loving it, and it's 6 seasons, and it's thick, okay? So get into it. So the next one I have for you guys is You. It only has 2 seasons, but it's really good. It's a new TV show that Netflix provided for us. Thank you, Netflix. And it's basically just about a stalker who works at a bookstore and stalks this one girl. I can't even say too much. This is only 2 seasons, so I basically just said a whole season. The next TV show I have for you guys is How to Get Away with Murder. It is 6 seasons, and it's about a professor and her students, and murder happens, plot twists, and all that. It's murder, it's scandalous, and it's, oh, I think it's by the same authors of Scandal. Scandal's actually not on here, and I don't know if it's on Netflix, but let me plug that in too. So one more, you know, plus one. Scandal, hella good. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington? I don't know what. Kerry. Yeah, Kerry Washington. A bad. So yeah, How to Get Away with Murder, but also Scandal is really, really good. The next TV show I have for you guys is American Horror Story. It has 8 seasons and no storyline, but it is crazy. For me, what I describe it as is a whole bunch of weirdo stuff happening to some weirdo people. When you watch this, it's like people in like tight leather suits doing nasty. It's weird, okay? It's weird. And do you? I liked it. Some of them are good. Some of them are just really scary. It's called American Horror Story, so it's really just up to you. It's hella weird though. It's weirdo stuff happening to weirdo ass people, and that's the simplest way I can put it. The next TV show I have for you guys is Shameless, which has 9 seasons, and it's just a show that follows a dysfunctional family, and it's a drama, and if you like that dynamic of like just seeing an everyday life, like a show that goes through everyday life, then you'll definitely like Shameless. It has a lot of drama, so it's really good, and 9 seasons thick, okay? The next TV show I have for you guys is New Girl. It has 7 seasons, and it's about a girl who after a breakup moves in with 3 guys, I think, and then it's just the life of that happening and like stuff going on in life, you know. It just unravels. The next one I have for you guys I really, really like. It's Black Mirror. It has 5 seasons. Every single episode is different, and they don't follow each other. Each episode is like its separate like movie, if you want to say, and they're all about technology and how technology and like people interact and like consequences of that and all that type of stuff. Black Mirror will really have you thinking about like the computer, the phone, the electronics around you. But it's like the plots in the show, fire. It's amazing. But if you guys want to know specific episodes that I can put y'all on to, just let me know. I love Black Mirror. The next one is Shooter. It has 3 seasons. It's really just about an American sniper who's being followed by all these people after thinking he did a job for the government. What really happened was he's being framed by the government. Okay. The next one I have for you guys is Narcos, and that also goes with Narcos Mexico. Narcos has 3 seasons. Narcos Mexico has 2 seasons. And these shows are both around the cartel. The first one, the original Narcos, is out of Colombia, and the second one is Mexico. But yeah, these are both in Spanish, I think. So just know that you'd have to read subtitles. But 3 and 2 seasons, and they're ongoing. The next one, Naruto, I guess. I've never seen it, but everybody that I know says it's amazing. It has 9 seasons, and it's about a ninja. That's really it. It's an anime show. The people closest to me all watch it, so I think it's fire. I'm gonna start it this summer, so you should too. Vampire Diaries, 8 seasons. It's about vampires and how a girl falls in love with one and then sees his brother and it's like, ooh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Okay. The next one, that one I highly recommend. It was my favorite show. I've watched all 8 seasons like 3 times. The next one is Jane the Virgin. It has 5 seasons, and it's really good for one of those shows that just revolves around one person and their life and what happens to them. So it's actually really good. And it's just about a woman who gets falsely impregnated and falls in love with the head of a hotel, and like it's all this messy stuff, and it has a really, really good story plot, and it's super innocent. So like when I say innocent, like I could sit and I could watch this with my mom. I know a lot of these shows, like I promise you, American Horror Story, I'm not watching with my mom, okay? I'm not. I'm not doing these weirdos. I'm not. But this one you can. Okay, next one, Quantico, 3 seasons. It's FBI type. It's it begins as like in the FBI recruiting class and ends up like once they finish their class and like get into the real world and they're actually in the FBI. The next one I have for you guys is Money Heist. It has 4 seasons, and it is about a group of people robbing a bank, and they stole 2.4 billion euros. So after the conversion, that's about 2.4 euros because I do not know how to convert. Okay, the next one is Black AF, hashtag Black AF. It has 1 season. It's new. It's just the Netflix's version of Blackish. It's exactly that, but instead of following people in a house, no, it does that. Yeah, it's Blackish 2.0 for Netflix, and it's really, really good. The next one I have for you guys is The Office. It has 9 seasons. What I think it is a show about a bunch of weirdos doing nothing, but what other people think it is a sitcom that follows the life of people in an office every day. Okay, the next one I have for you guys is Too Hot to Handle, and it has 1 season, and it's about a room of singles who, if they engage in any type of sexual engagement, they lose money. So like when you get there, your money's at 100K, and like it's a bunch of singles in a house, so it's like X on the Beach type thing, and you just, if you mingle, that dinero goes down. Okay, so good luck to them. It's 1 season, so I'm guessing that's just like 1 summer of them like mingling. The next one I have for you guys is Atypical. It is 3 seasons long and follows a boy with autism who wants to get more sexually active and find a partner, and that sounds crazy to me, so I'm gonna watch it. He searches for love and independence. The next one I have for you guys is Friends in College. It has 2 seasons, and the whole basis of the show is just following the friendship of 2 people and what they go through, challenges and all that. The next show I have for you guys is Greenhouse Academy. It has 4 seasons, and it follows the story of a brother and sister who enter a boarding school after their mother's tragic death, and that boarding school is for future leaders, and they end up having to save the world. So tap into that one too. 4 seasons is pretty good. The next one I have for you guys is Top Boy, which has 1 season, but I've actually heard about this TV show a lot, so I'm guessing it's really, really good. It's about drugs, the drug business, aren't they all? All the good ones are. The next show I have for you guys is 3%, and it has 3 seasons, and it's about how the world is divided up between progress and devastation, and you have to make your way up to progress. That's basically it, and only 3% make it up to progress, so it's just going through the lives of the people who are trying to make it up. The next TV show I have for you guys is Daybreak. It has 1 season, and it goes through the lives of people who are surviving post-apocalypse. So that's juicy too, but it's only 1 season, so beware. The next one is Vis-a-Vis, or Locked Up. It has 4 seasons, and they're in Spanish, and it's about a woman who falls in love with her boss and then does stuff for him and then gets incarcerated. She goes to prison for him. Never will I ever. And yeah, so it's basically just how she's trying to get out, what happens in prison, and all that stuff. The next one is Kakaguru. I don't know, and I don't know. Kakegurui. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Has 2 seasons. It is anime. This show is a little different than Naruto because it goes more into gambling, and it's about an institution for like privileged kids, and it's about gambling rather than fighting in a ninja. So it's different on that level, but it is still anime. The next one is The Society. It has 1 season, and it follows a group of teenagers who have to create a community in order to live, and they have to find which community they belong in, so they either build one or they join another one, and it has to be right for them, and that society helps them survive, basically. The next one is The Fosters. It has 5 seasons, and it's about a couple who adopts kids, and it's just the life of them every day. The next one is The Bachelor. Y'all know what it do. It's finding love. That's that on that. The next show I have for you guys is Love is Blind. It has 1 season, but it is a reality show, so it's 1 season that goes through everything, so you're not going to miss anything. The whole season has start to finish, okay? And this one's about how it's a love show. They're trying to find love, but it's Love is Blind. So they go on, there's 10 of them, and they go into pods where they cannot see their significant others, but they do still go on dates. And so whenever they're ready, they propose, but they cannot propose before they see them. So it's like after the fact. So it's like Love is Blind. If we this, we this. It shouldn't matter how cute you are type thing. And it's a propose is serious. The next one is The Circle. And this one is about, it's a reality TV show. It's like Big Brother, but for social media. So their challenges are all around social media and how to get clout and how to influence other people. So that one actually sounds really good. I think I'm gonna start that one also. I'll start it with you if you want to, okay, please. The next one is The Mist. It's about a mist that sweeps through a town and starts killing people. That was an easy one. The next one is The 100. It has 6 seasons. This one, it was highly recommended. So I highly recommend this. It's about teenagers trying to survive a post-apocalyptic times. The next TV show I have for you guys is Stranger Things. It has 3 seasons. They find that there is a portal to another world, and then there are monsters and creatures that come from the other world, and it's dangerous, and it's kids, and it's teenagers, and it's, oh my gosh. Start it, okay? Next caller. The next one I have for you guys is Outer Banks. It has 1 season, and it's about teenagers who are trying to find some treasure. And there's a lot of drama that goes into that. a lot of love, a lot of fights. That one I've actually started, and it was actually pretty good, but it does only have 1 season, so if you want to wait to start it, I feel that. The next TV show I have for you guys is Once Upon a Time, which has 7 seasons.
12 inches is a feat.
Thick, okay? I've actually watched this one. It's actually really good. It's about so this TV show has 2 realms. It has the real world and then a fairy tale world, and the fairy tales, it's coming to the real world, okay? And so there's only one girl who can stop them from coming over to the real world, and what she's trying to do is save everybody. The next show I have for you guys is Never Have I Ever. It has 1 season, and it talks about a girl who, after her first year in high school, she wants to level up. She wants to boss up. So it goes through her life and how she ends up bossing up and doing better through high school. The next one I have is On My Block. If you don't know, well, now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
So this one you should already know about. So I'm gonna be mad if you don't. I don't even want to talk about it. On My Block is fire. It has 3 seasons. It's a Netflix original. Each season is harder and harder to watch because it takes longer and longer for it to come out, okay? But this one, I don't even know if I can even say it. There's so much happening. There's drug dealers, there's brothers, there's fathers. There's so much, but they're trying to find treasure and money, and it's a lot. This one you have to watch. It's 3 seasons, so it's easy, and it's summer, so stop playing and turn on Netflix. The next TV show I have for you guys is Riverdale. It's 4 seasons. A lot of people, this one's controversial because a lot of people say that it's really, really bad. I started it, and then after like 2 seasons, I was like, yeah, you're right. This is not as good as I thought it was, but it's good, and it follows a group of high school students, and there's a death in the town, and they're all just trying to figure out what happened with the death. And the students are. So it's more of the students than like parents. It's a high school type vibe. Okay. This one's good. I think I'm gonna actually watch it. So Death Note is 1 season. It is anime, and it follows a teen genius who stumbles upon a notebook called the Death Note, and whoever possesses this notebook has the supernatural ability to kill anyone whose name is written in the pages. Can I get a book? The next one I have for you guys is Control Z. It has 1 season, but this was also highly recommended. So, I mean, it must be really, really good. It's about how a hacker begins releasing secrets of students in a high school and to everybody in the school. So it's messy. This is a messy one. You know we love messy TV shows. Messy, dramatic TV shows. We love them. This is a good one. If you like that, Control Z, fire. So the next one I have for you guys is Lock and Key. It is 1 season long, and it is about how after a mysterious death of a father, 3 Locke siblings and the mother move into an ancestral home and find keys that unlock answers and secrets that could have dealt with the father's death. So they're looking for keys. That's why I call Lock and Key, okay?
Broom, broom.
That one was highly recommended, and it had 1 season, so that means it must be some heat. The next one I have for you guys is Fuller House. It has 5 seasons, and it's a spin-off of Full House. You should know that one. I shouldn't have to say no more than that. The next TV show I have for you guys is Gossip Girl. It has 6 seasons, and it is my all-time favorite television show. It is the OG high school show. And the whole like plot of the story is that there's somebody that's in the show or part of the friend group that tweets about it, the gossip girl, and tweets about everybody's business. And so the whole like the ending of it is finding out who did it. Should I tell you? Yeah, who cares? Gossip Girl is the next TV show I have for you guys is The Magicians. It is 4 seasons long and it's about a kid entering a school that is for magicians, learning how to do all that fun stuff. So that one also seems good. And they end up having to like fight for humanity and stuff. The next one I have for you guys is Supernatural, which is a 15 season. Damn, that must be wrong. I don't know if I got that wrong. It says it has 15 seasons. And it revolves around 2 brothers who are hunting evil supernatural beings and creatures. So there's that for you. I know a lot of people who watch that show and love it. So if you're looking for one to binge, that's definitely one. 15 seasons. The next show I have for you guys is iZombie. It has 5 seasons and it revolves around a girl who became a zombie and has to maintain being a zombie in a human's body. So, I mean, zombies, whatever. But maintaining that. So she ends up getting a job at a coroner's so that she can get to the brains, you know? She thinks she's slick, but yeah, so that has 5 seasons. The next one I have for you guys is The Umbrella Academy. It has 1 season, but it's a good one. It is kind of like Supernatural. Not really. Not at all. Not at all. It's about a man who has 7 adopted children and then makes a school to train them to save the world. Not at all like Supernatural. Not at all. The next one I have for you guys is One Day at a Time. And this one's about an everyday life of a Cuban family. So if you want something different with a little taste on it, rather than those little basic ones that are all the same, get you some culture, you know what I'm saying? The next show I have for you guys is Trinkets. It has 1 season and it's about shoplifters, people who steal. So I know a lot of you guys are, you know, sticky fingers. You know what I'm saying? So might as well watch a show about yourself. I'm playing. But this is about girls who enter into a shoplifters anonymous group, and it just surrounds that and like their life going through that. The next show I have for you guys is Travelers. It has 3 seasons and it's a sci-fi TV show, and it is basically just about time travel and stuff like that. This one was highly recommended, so I also recommend it because I've heard so much about it. So I would try this if I were you. It has 3 seasons, so it's not too bad. The next one is The Originals. This has 5 seasons. It is a run-on of Vampire Diaries, so it's like the other part of the family. And it dives deeper into like the people before Stefan and Damon and Salvatore. So this one is, I like this one. I wouldn't say better, but this is juicy. This one's juicy. They are equally as amazing. But if you watch Vampire Diaries, you gotta watch The Originals. You must. And the one that's right after that is Legacies. That is one that is also a branch off of Vampire Diaries. They knew they had a hit and they kept running with it. You know, they're smart. They're hella smart. So this one's about Hope Michelson, and Michelson is the last name of like the family, like that Stefan and them came from. This is a lot. It's a lot. I can't even begin to explain it, but it's Legacies and The Originals go off of Vampire Diaries and explain the rest of the family that like wasn't explained in Vampire Diaries. The next one, and Legacies has 2 seasons. Originals has 5. The next one I have for you guys is Elite. It has 3 seasons and it is about 3 students who are maybe middle class, lower class, who after an earthquake have to go into a very prestige boarding school. And so it goes through how they navigate through being through having like that big class change, and like how they clash between the wealthy and themselves because they are so different from the people who are there. The next show I have for you guys is Lost in Space. It has 2 seasons and it's about a spaceship that got lost in space and they gotta deal with it. That's it. That sounds good to me, honestly, but it depends, honestly. Yeah, try it out for me, let me know. The next one is All American. Baby, I love that. I love it. I love that show. And it sucks because you go through it so quickly. Like a season is really nothing. But it's about a football player who lives in like the slums, I guess, and then has opportunity to go over to the hills and play football. And it's just about It's kind of about the clash between his two classes, so like wealth class and then also social class. But it's a show about football and teenagers in high school. It's a high school type vibe, but it's really, really good. I highly encourage it. It's a Netflix original. It's new. That's why it only has 2 seasons, and it's fire. It's a banger. Okay. Moving on. The next show I have for you guys is Dead to Me. It has 2 seasons, and it is about 2 women who are in a friendship, and basically their spouses died, and they just have that like in common. The next show I have for you guys is Water and Blood. It has 1 season, and it follows a girl who changes schools to find her missing at birth 17-year-old sister. This is deep. Look, I don't even know. It sounds so deep to me. So she's looking for her older sister that she's never met, and she switches schools just to get closer, and it just goes through her trying to find her sister. The next show I have for you guys is Annie with an E. It also only has 1 season, but it is a banger, I heard. It follows a girl who is an outsider but fights for acceptance. So these are one of those like underdog shows, and you know we all love an underdog show, so get into it. The next one is Insatiable. This one, it has 2 seasons, and Jessie's in it from Hey Jessie. Hey Jessie. She's in it, so that's why I like this one. It's about a girl who loses hella weight and transforms, and it just goes around her high school life throughout her transformation of losing all that weight. And there's plot twists and stuff, so it's a high school type vibe. The next one is Abyss. It's a Korean drama. It is 1 season, and it is fantasy. It's about 2 people who are revived into an abyss and live their life. So it just goes through that process. The next TV show that I have for you guys is I'm Not Okay With This. It has 1 season, and it is a teenage girl in high school who is navigating around mysterious superpowers. The next one is The Rain, and it has 2 seasons, and it's about a virus who is carried by waterfall. 2? That's tough. Coronavirus. Coronavirus. So there's a family that hides in a bunker, and 6 years later they come out and everything is gone because rainfall, like it rains. And so it's just about this family and how they survive after surviving, basically. Okay, the next one I have is Grey's Anatomy. It is 16 seasons long, and it is a drama about doctors. It's sexy, it's dramatic, it's funny, it is beautiful. You will cry, I promise you. I'm not a crier, you will cry. I'm a crier now. Grey's Anatomy got me. Okay, the next show I have for you guys is Good Girls. It has 2 series. Look, this is gonna be me. If I'm lower class and I'm a mother in the suburbs, it's popping off. They tried to rob the supermarket. This show is one that I actually said I was going to start because it's really good. So it's about these 3 mothers who try to rob a supermarket because they can't make ends meet. That sounds dope as hell. Get into it. So start it with me, okay? The next show I have for you guys is The Stranger. It has 1 season, and it is about somebody entering a new community and stirring stuff up for one family. And somehow the family is connected to that one person's misfortune, and that's why that person's stirring stuff up. It's messy. It's high school. It's not a high school type vibe, but it's messy like high school. The next one is Black Lightning. It has 3 seasons, and it's about a retired superhero who gets dragged back into it. So it's just one of those regular superhero movies, but this is a black superhero movie. So hop onto it, okay? For the culture. For the culture. The next show I have for you guys is 13 Reasons Why. It is a show about a girl who commits suicide and leaves these tapes. 13 tapes? I'm guessing 13. And everybody's trying to figure out what happened or why she killed herself. And then those tapes after actually uncover like other messy stuff within the high school. So this is a high school type vibe. And it gets really, really messy. Okay, the next show I have for you guys is The Good Place. It is 3 seasons long. It's about a place where people go if they've been good in their lives. So this girl was sent there and realized that she was sent there for the wrong reason. So then she tries to make her way down and then come back up for the right reasons. So, I mean, if I got there for, like, if I'm up there, like, what if you come down and keep going down? Like, I'm I'm good up here. Thank you, Sarah, for your good deeds. So the next show I have for you guys is a series of unfortunate events. It has 3 seasons, and it is about how after a fire kills parents, these kids try to uncover dark secrets about their family, and then things just keep happening and happening and happening. The next one I have for you guys is Mindhunters. It has 2 seasons, and it's about how FBI agents have to interview criminals to figure out open cases, to solve open cases. The next one is Breaking Bad. It has 5 seasons. This one's more popular. I recommend this one. It's a really good show. It's about how a man gets lung cancer and ends up having a tough time. So ends up selling drugs, and not even drugs, meth. Yeah, so just goes through the life of Walter, and now he's selling drugs and has a whole family. The next one I have for you guys is American Vandal. It has 2 seasons, and it's about how it goes through what happens after a high school prank leaves 27 cars vandalized with like terrible images. So it just goes through the consequences of that in high school. So it's a high school type vibe. The next one I have for you guys is Dark. It is 3 seasons long, and it is about the aftermath of a child's disappearance, but also has time travel and sinister conspiracy into it. So this one's a really juicy one. I would recommend this one as well. It has 3 seasons, which is good enough, you know, for a Netflix series. The next one I have for you guys is Chambers. It has 1 season, and it's about a woman and how she survives a heart transplant and develops different personalities. This one looks really, really good. I know it's only 1 season, but like imagine getting different personalities just because you took a heart transplant. Like, I wish. Like, what? How do you do that? The next one I have for you guys is Glitch. It has 3 seasons, and it follows 7 people who return from the dead in perfect health, but with no memory. So it just goes, it just follows these people through like their lives. The next one I have for you guys is Dear White People. A lot of you guys should have heard of this because it is actually really popular. I've never watched it myself, but I've heard of this show tons of times. This show follows Black students at an Ivy League and really emphasizes their trials and tribulations and what they go through being of color and at an Ivy League. So that's a really good one. Okay, that's a good one. Y'all should really watch that. The next one I have for you guys is Orange is the New Black. And this is a story of women in prison. This one I think has 5 seasons. The next TV show I have for you guys is The Ted Bundy Tapes. This one just goes over Ted Bundy and his crimes, and it's super juicy, and it's super real, and it's super raw. And the next one I have for you guys is The Order. It has 2 seasons, and it's about a boy who enters into a secret society that practices and teaches magic. So it just goes through his like process of like learning all that. The next show is Designated Survivor, and it's about how the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development becomes a president because there was an attack on the State of the Union. It's a CSI type as well, finding stuff out, who did it, what happened. The last and final one I have for you guys is The Colony. It has 3 seasons, and it is about a family who is trying to survive in a world with mysterious aliens. And so that's, you know, that's fun. That's sci-fi. Let's get it. But that was the last one. Thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned. It was a long time coming. There was 100. I hope you guys at least got like 10 that you think you'll like and that you'll watch. And then you can watch with your boo when you're Netflix and chilling, you know, or whatever, you know. But yeah, thank you guys for staying tuned. Add me on all social media. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Thank you guys for watching my video. Bye.